So I just got back from Israel. I was over there with Bellator, and I'd never been before. So I have to tell you, because I think that you guys will think what I thought before I got there, which is this is nothing but a war zone. That's all they show through our media, through television. So, okay, let's back up. I get in on Sunday night late, around 11 o'clock, and I can't see anything. It's all dark out. I get to the hotel, go to bed, get up the next morning, 6 o'clock, have breakfast at 6:30 down below. Well, this place is beautiful. Now, it wasn't just because we stayed at a nice hotel, but we did stay at a nice hotel. You look out the window, there's the Mediterranean Sea, right? Perfect, crystal clear. You can see the bottom, the sand, the beach. Oh my goodness, this is a vacation spot. Well, not so fast. 7 a.m. rolls around, alarms go off. We got to get rushed to a bomb shelter. Now, what that consisted of was right there in the hotel, but we just had to go down. Guards were coming out and hotel security, and they guide us down. Now, we'd only been there 8 hours at this point. So I just thought that must be like a daily ritual in Tel Aviv. Again, I'm confronted with the fact I've been there 8 hours and now I'm getting rushed to a bomb shelter with national alarms going off. I don't think we have anything like that in America, do we? I know we don't. Here in my hometown, we don't have a national or a state or a city alarm system. You have to be watching your TV to get a national alert or listening to the radio. It's not where it's actually going off, and they got built-in speakers all around town. Okay. So we go downstairs, and the bomb shelter basically was like being in the vault of a bank, particularly the door that comes swinging shut, and you spin the thing, and it's bulletproof and bomb-proof. And so we get down below, and you're just in an open room that's totally secured, at least in theory, and there's a huge television, like a miniature movie theater screen, and it's playing the news. So you can see the rockets being shot, and you can see the defense mechanisms shooting them down. You can actually watch as a missile is coming at you, I suppose, in theory. It was never taken that far, but when we get out of there, and again, everybody's temperature, there was no tension in the room, nobody was worried. So we weren't worried. Just thought this is the way it is. When we got out of there, we asked some Israelis, and they go, no, this was actually different. They said, we haven't had that happen in 3 years. They closed all the schools in Tel Aviv today. We haven't had a school close in 3 years. So it was a little bit more hectic, but set that aside. This place is beautiful. Most beautiful place I had ever been. Whole point of me making you guys this video, this is a tourist destination to the highest of levels. Sits right on the Mediterranean, absolutely gorgeous. The sand there is even different. I spent about an hour, had about an hour off, boom. Went right out to the water, but the sand was different. You know that sand when you play at the beach and then, it's stuck between your fingers or your toes, or it's, you get sand. 2 days later, you're trying to clean sand out of your ears. I thought sand was sand. No, it's not like that. This sand was a powder. Like if your arm was covered in this, you were laying down on the beach, your arm was covered. If the wind blew, it would just blow away like flour. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievably beautiful. I took a tour, went into Jerusalem, and I actually stood in the room that Jesus was sacrificed in. So there was just something very powerful about that, and very powerful about that experience. The food was amazing. I have to tell you, for any of you people that like hummus, don't get the hummus in Israel, or you will never be able to eat hummus again. I go through about my house would go through about 3 things of hummus a week. I can't imagine we ever buy one again. The hummus there is so good. It's hard for me to even explain for you guys. My wife called it soupy. I would call it a creamier, but the bottom line is the texture was just so much different. You know how, like, if you took your spoon and you scooped up hummus, you could do the old Dairy Queen trick with the blizzard and turn it upside down, but the hummus will stay on your spoon. If you did that in Israel, no, it would fall right off. It's just a different texture. It was so good. I miss it so much. In fact, we even had a dinner plan. We had the hummus one night, but it was as an appetizer. So we decided the next night all we're going to do for dinner is go back to that same place, have bread and hummus, and eat as many loaves of bread and as many bowls of hummus until we're done. And that's going to be the whole meal. We ended up getting distracted and didn't go. And I had one other experience while I was there, which, by the way, you could do this in America. I just never have. So this is now my Israeli experience, even though I could have that right here in Portland. which is, have you guys ever rented one of those, they call them birds, but they're the scooters that are just lined up downtown? You've probably at least walked past them. So this is how everybody was getting around. So I downloaded the app and put my credit card information in. Really simple. You walk up to the bird, you push the app, it scans, boom, the bird turns on, you hit the button, and you're off to the races. Ton of fun. Now that I started that story, I realize I don't really have a completion of that story, other than the hummus was great, the place is gorgeous, and the birds were a good time.
Uncle Jill, there's no bad guy like Uncle Jill. Never lost, not even around, undefeated,